today I'm going to be showing you 4 super easy, fun DIY Mother's Day gifts. Mother's Day is just around the corner, and I know I love getting homemade gifts from my little girl. Some of these gifts, obviously, I'm not going to have her make them for me, so we are making them for her grandma and gonna send them out to her. But I think these gifts are super fun for any kid to make for their mom. I hope you enjoy these, and maybe you will make them for your mom or your grandma, your aunt, whoever it is, someone special in your life right now. The first craft I made with Layla Jane was a homemade wind chime. Now my parents have a ton of wind chimes. They love them. They love putting them on their back patio and listening to them. Layla has grown to love them, so I thought what better gift than to make our own. For the wind chime, you're going to need some plastic or paper cups. You can even use an empty yogurt cup, some string, some plastic straws, beads, little bells, a nail or like a washer, some paints, and a paintbrush, and a pipe cleaner. So it was actually really simple to make, and we had all of the supplies we needed. I first took some paper cups. They're just those little Dixie paper cups. I actually stacked 3 just to make it a little bit sturdier. I punched 4 holes all around evenly spaced all around the cup, and then 1 hole on the very top, which was actually the bottom of the cup, but when you make it a wind chime, it's gonna be the top. I then cut 4 strings 12 inches long. I then had a 5th string in a different color, and it doesn't have to be a different color, but I chose a different color, and I made that one 14 inches long. And I'm gonna set those aside and we'll use those later. Then Layla Jane joined me, and I had her paint the cup. She had fun. I gave her 6 paints to choose from, because if I just say paint, she'll want to use every single paint we have. So I said 6 paints only. I just let her go to town and paint the cup however she wanted, because that's the best part of a kid-made gift. While that was drying, I took my little bells that I had left over from Christmas stuff and Christmas crafts, and I attached 1 bell to each one of those 4 12-inch strings. I then had Layla decorate each of those strings with some beads and some straws. I had already taken some plastic straws we had and cut them in about 1-inch pieces. And then I let her practice doing it herself, and then she would just sometimes let me do it, and we would just decorate it however she wanted to, doing beads and straws. You can use whatever you want. You can use buttons, beads, jewels, whatever you want to decorate. It can be up to your kid, whatever you want to string on there. I just wanted it to be bright and colorful. The next thing I did was I took a pipe cleaner and cut it in half. I made a loop on one end, and then I tied the long string, the 14-inch string, onto that loop. And then on the other side of that string, I put a nail. You could also use a washer, you could tie it around a coin, just something that's loud so when it hits the bells, it'll make a pretty sound. We decided just to do a nail because we had so many, and they're nice and thick, and I knew it would make a good sound. And you also want to make sure you take those 12-inch strings and tie each one into one of the 4 holes you made on the cup. Then you're going to stick the pipe cleaner through the hole of the paper cup once it's dry. And you're gonna loop another hole on the other side once you've pulled it through the cup. And that's what you're gonna use to hang it somewhere. And there you have it. Now you have a beautiful homemade wind chime that will sound beautiful no matter where you put it every time the wind blows, and you'll think of your little grandkids or your daughters or your sons, whoever it is that made it for you. Craft number 2 was decorating a ceramic or porcelain plate. This one was really fun, and you don't need a lot of supplies for this one either. You just need a plate or a cup or a bowl, plain white, and I got one for super cheap at Target, and I think you can even get them at the Dollar Tree. I'm sure you can. You need some oil-based Sharpies. Very important that they're oil-based. I found mine at Target. And you're gonna need an oven. So first thing I did was I had Layla Jane decorate a plate, however she wanted to decorate it. And as she said, she just wanted to do scribble scrabble. So I thought, why not? Just let her have at it. I don't want to dictate it. I just want it to be whatever she wants to create. So I let her color it, use as many colors as she wanted. And then I stuck the plate in a cold oven and then set it to 350 degrees and let it stay in the oven while it preheated. I kept it in there for about 40 minutes, and then I turned the oven off and let it stay in there until it was completely cooled down. Once it was cooled down, I took it out, and the marker is now permanent on there. It shouldn't wash off. I probably won't put it in a dishwasher and test that out, but it's definitely hand washable. And I thought it'd be really cute to make some little treats and put it on the plate when we deliver it to my mom. So that was a super fun and easy, long-lasting gift you can give to someone. This third craft is gonna take a little bit longer to do because you have to allow some drying time. This was just a paper mache bowl. So for this one, you're going to need a bowl, some plastic wrap, you're gonna need flour, water, and some salt to make the paper mache mixture, and then like newspaper or some colored paper, whatever you wanna use, and then paint. I used some Mod Podge, and I also used some printer pictures that I just printed off from the internet. So for this one, I took a bowl and I wrapped the bottom in saran wrap. And that's where I started doing the paper mache with Layla Jane. And she absolutely loved this because I feel like the messier the better. We took it outside. I had the paper mache glue already mixed. It's just 1 part flour, 1 part water. And then I like to add like 3 tablespoons of salt because that keeps it from getting moldy. I just had some colored paper and I tore those into strips and we started paper macheing the bowl. And I let Layla Jane do one of the layers, and then at nighttime I went and did another layer and then did another one in the morning. So there were about 3 layers on there. And you can speed up the process by setting it out in the sun if it's a hot day, or using your hair dryer and trying to dry it more quickly in between coats. Once it was all dry and super hard and I felt like it was very sturdy, I just popped the bowl out, super easy to get out, and took the saran wrap off. I then went ahead and painted it all white because I just wanted to have a nice clean white look to it. And then I let Layla Jane decide what she wanted to decorate it with, like what pictures. And she said palm trees. She loves palm trees. And I know my parents like palm trees too. My mom does for sure. So I went and just found a bunch of clip art palm trees, printed them off and cut them out. And I didn't even have to cut super close to the lines because it was white on white. It didn't matter if there's a little white around the edges. I then painted and had Layla paint some Mod Podge onto the bowl, and then we'd stick the palm tree onto the Mod Podge and then put more over it. And we did that all around the inside and the outside of the bowl. And then I went at night and just did one last extra layer of Mod Podge to really protect it. And it turned out so cute and feels so sturdy. Again, kind of like the plate, I think it'd be cute to put some like candy or baked goods or something inside of there when we deliver it to her. This bowl was so much fun because there's just countless ways you can decorate it. You can even have your kid decorate it themselves, or do like I did, ask them like what theme they want to have, print off some pictures, and just have at it and glue it all over. The last one I did was I made a popsicle stick picture frame. So I know as a mom, I can't get enough pictures and showing off pictures. And I thought this was such a cute and fun, simple activity that your toddler, your preschooler, your kid can help you with. So you're gonna need some popsicle sticks. I had some different colored ones, but if you don't and you wanna color them, maybe have some markers or paint, some type of jewel or something to decorate it with. I used a hot glue gun. You could maybe use tape or regular glue, but I just felt like a hot glue gun was better and stronger. You're going to need like a clothespin or some type of binder clip that you're going to use to hold the picture. If you want to put this on your refrigerator like I did, you're going to want some magnetic strips. And I just found these at Target for super inexpensive. For this one, we lined up and I actually had Layla make a pattern with the colors. So that was kind of fun. It was a learning experience too, making a pattern. And then once she had the pattern she liked of the different colors, I got my hot glue gun and glued some other popsicle sticks going perpendicular to how the other ones were laid out to kind of hold them all together. And then once that was done, I flipped it back over and then I hot glue gun the little clothespin onto the top of the frame so that my mom can interchange the pictures anytime she wants. So, and it's super easy to interchange them too. It's not like taking it out of a frame. You can just take one picture out and clip another one in, and had Layla Jane decide which jewels she wanted to decorate it with. Again, I hot glue gunned those on there for her, but I let her choose the design and the colors. And then I wanted to make sure this could go on their refrigerator because they like to put things on their refrigerator. So I flipped it over again and cut off some of the magnet strips and glued those on to the back of it. And that was it. So simple, so easy, but really cute. And of course I had to put a picture in there for them, so they had a picture ready to go. I think they are just gonna love this one and they can see it every day on their refrigerator. And that is it. Those are the 4 crafts that I decided to make this year. I hope you enjoyed them. Let me know if you make them and what your thoughts are on them too. And I hope everyone out there, all you mothers, have a wonderful Mother's Day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.